Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhistravantu Naha.
In the city of Kanya Kubja lived a nice Brahmin and his wife, who both dutifully served the Supreme Lord, studied the Vedas, kept his mind and senses under strict control, always spoke the truth, and was very mild and gentle. Furthermore, Ajamila was very respectful to his spiritual master, the fire god, guests, and elderly relatives. His person was completely free from the effect of false prestige. Indeed, he was well behaved, kind to others, and his character was straightforward and upright. Ajamila never spoke nonsense to anyone, nor did he envy anyone. His qualities and character were beyond reproach. Ajamila served his father by collecting ingredients for him from the forest. One day, while walking down a path, collecting fruits, flowers, and grass, Ajamila came upon a low-class man embracing and kissing a prostitute. The fellow was singing and laughing, with his eyes rolling from intoxication. The prostitute's dress was loose and disheveled. Seeing this going on, Ajamila felt a change of heart. He could not control the rise of lust in his mind. His struggle to maintain his composure failed, and just like the moon and the sun are overtaken by the evil planet Rahu, so Ajamila fell prey to evil thoughts and completely lost all good sense. Within a short time, he soon employed that prostitute in his house and forgot all the religious principles he had formerly followed. Bewildered by Maya, Ajamila sends his wife home to her parents and begins a lascivious life of sin and impiety. He gets money by any means to satisfy the prostitute, who demands more and more luxury from the fallen Brahmin. The prostitute cooks all kinds of forbidden foods for Ajamila, who pours wine and liquor into his throat for satisfaction. He becomes completely addicted to nonsense and is victimized fully by the greedy prostitute. But hark! Ajamila in his old age becomes very attached to his youngest son, named Narayan. Calling on him at mealtime, he would sit down and eat with his son and enjoy the child's activities. However, being on the verge of death, Ajamila one day laid down coughing and crying in pain. His life was about to end. At that time, 3 ugly persons with twisted faces and fierce features appeared before him. With ropes in their hands, they came to take Ajamila's subtle body to the abode of Yamaraj, the Lord of Death. With tears in his eyes and screaming loudly, Ajamila called on his son.
Narayan!
Stop!
Excuse me. Who are you, sirs? You have the audacity to challenge the jurisdiction of Yamaraj. Whose servants are you, and where have you come from, and why are you forbidding us to touch the body of Ajamila? Your eyes are just like the petals of lotus flowers. dressed in yellow silken garments and decorated with garlands of lotuses. You're wearing very attractive helmets on your heads and earrings on your ears. You all appear fresh and youthful. With your 4 long arms and decorated with bows and quivers of arrows, and with swords, clubs, conch shells, discs, and lotus flowers, your effulgence has dissipated the darkness of this place with extraordinary illumination. Now, dear sirs, tell us, why are you obstructing us?
If you are actually servants of Yamaraj, you must explain to us the meaning of religious principles and the symptoms of irreligion. What is the process of punishing others? Who are the actual candidates for punishment? Are all karmis engaged in fruitive activities punishable, or only some of them?
That which is prescribed in the Vedas constitutes dharma, the religious principles, and the opposite of that is irreligion. The Vedas are directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan, and are self-born. This we have heard from Yamaraj. The sun, fire, air, sky, demigods, moon, evening, day, night, directions, water, land, and the Supersoul himself all witness the activities of the living entity. The candidates for punishment are those who are confirmed by these many witnesses to have deviated from their prescribed regulative duties. The fruitive activities a living being performs, whether pious or impious, are the unseen cause for the fulfillment of his desires. This unseen cause is the root for the living entity's different bodies. But if in the human form of life, he is taught how to associate with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or his devotee, this position can be overcome. This man, Ajamila, did not undergo any atonement because of his sinful life. He will be punished and after that purified.
Alas, how painful it is that irreligion is being introduced into an assembly where religion should be maintained. Indeed, those in charge of maintaining the religious principles are needlessly punishing a sinless, unpunishable person. A king or government official should be so well qualified that he acts as a father, maintainer, and protector of the citizens because of affection and love. Yamaraj does this, for he is the supreme master of justice, and so do those who follow in his footsteps. However, if such persons become polluted and exhibit partiality by punishing an innocent, blameless person, where will the citizens go to take shelter for their maintenance and security? Ajamila has already atoned for his sinful actions. Although calling the name of his son, he nevertheless uttered the 4 syllables, Narayana. Simply by chanting the name of Narayan in this way, he sufficiently atoned for the sinful reactions of millions of lives.
When the order carriers of Yamaraj were baffled and defeated by the order carriers of Vishnu, they approached their master to tell him of this incident.